What's up? We're Meet Me at the Altar.
Chase down the crown. You don't deserve to feel so down. I guarantee I'm there for you,
We met in June of 2015. I used to do drum covers, and Taya came across my cover of Holding On To You by 21 Pilots. Great song. She contacted me. We became friends after like 2 days of talking, and then right after, we decided to create a band. And that's exactly what we did. And we needed a singer, of course, so we started holding auditions, and that's how we met Edith, even though she didn't join until 2 years later.
We started playing music together technically in 2015 when we first started writing songs. And I say technically because we never actually played together physically, because I lived in Florida and Ada lived in Jersey at the time, so we were separated by states. But we really started playing music together when Edith joined the band in 2017.
We sound very nostalgic because a lot of people tell us you sound like early 2000s pop punk, and we're like, yes, because we are influenced by like basically everything, and that's one of them. So
we wanted to sign to Fueled because it was everything that we always wanted. We literally had a full circle moment, considering that Taya and I met through 21 Pilots. Mm-hmm. And then when Edith first joined the band, she had to audition, and she auditioned with Paramore. Yeah. It just made perfect sense, and that would be our home eventually.
Our top favorite artist on the label is obviously Paramore. Paramore is such an influential band in all of our lives personally and as a band. So it's really weird and crazy and just insane that we're on the same label as them now. Don't know how that happened.
I still can't wrap my head around it. It's so crazy.
But also 21 Pilots, they had a big role too. Panic at the Disco, love them.
All Time Low.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole roster.
Yeah, the whole roster is just magnificent.
Our experience in pop punk as women of color has been very positive in a way, but also there's obviously some negative realities of it. Like, there's no other woman of color really in the pop punk scene, so people often looked at us like we didn't know what we were doing or that we weren't gonna be good or whatever, but it's always amazing after we play because people are always like, oh my god, this is crazy.
I was wrong. Yes, you were.
Yeah, and like, wow, you're different, but in the same way you're not, because you just sound like a regular pop punk band.
Yeah, but like overall, we get underestimated a lot, which is not necessarily a bad thing because we shock the heck out of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has its ups and downs, but we're all very content with who we are and confident, so we don't let it bother us.
Yeah.
Representation, especially in a very predominantly white male genre, is very important. We can speak from experience. We didn't have people who looked like us playing music in the genre that we liked growing up. It's not a thing. And it's very important. It would have meant the absolute world to us to be able to have someone who looked like us to look up to. And it's really cool that we're going to be able to be that for other young girls of color everywhere.
What we hope our band can do for young music fans is inspire them. It's a big thing. Like us just being us and a little girl of color, a little girl seeing us, that's all the inspiration. That's all she needs. Just that these three girls, that's all she needs is at least one group of people that represent her, and she can be like, wow, I can do this too. It's amazing.
Because we didn't have anybody growing up, so it's perfect that we get to be the people that we wanted to see as kids, and perfect to do that for other kids as well.